Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Tensura Advent of Magic. I'm currently getting blown up constantly by an archdemon. So, last time, we were doing some finishing touches with Soul Gathering, which, we didn't actually make as much progress there as I was hoping to. I want to reach 20,000 before we do Demon Lord Evolution, but we made it to like 18,000 or so when we died to an orc disaster, and a couple of times and lost a bunch of points. But we did finally go and defeat said orc disaster. Granted, he's still super dangerous and I wasn't quite prepared for it, but we made progress there at least. Anyways, also, we ended up making a low magisteel pair of armor so that we could get a golem for a Daemon, and then I got that destroyed by fighting an archdemon, which, yeah, I made some mistakes. Anyways, between episodes, I realized that I forgot to do resistance training before doing Demon Lord Evolution, so I've been in the Daemon realm for a little bit. That specific ice shot is very loud for some reason. Everything else is fine. Yeah, some of these attacks are a little bit louder than others. But anyways, I spent a couple minutes getting beaten up by an archdemon, which was enough to get magic resistance finally. And from there, I decided to come on over to find, I said the wrong thing, didn't I? I fought a greater Daemon for a little bit so I could get magic resistance, and then from there, I've just been face-tanking the shots from an archdemon instead. So, let's see. Corrosion we already had. Those two are unchanged. Earth attack has a little bit. The only one that really changed this is like the earth spike all around us, and it's a little unpredictable. Electricity is getting a bunch of points because of Thunder Orb. Let's see. Light, magic resistance, like I said, paralysis. Physical attack is almost maxed because it keeps punching us occasionally. Don't have pierce, poison hasn't gotten much, spatial hasn't gotten anything. Water attack resistance I now fully have, and wind attack is slowly getting worked on. So, I'm not recording the rest of this right now. I only have a little bit of free time right now. So I'm gonna come back and do more resistance training with our friend here later. Wow, you actually survived that hit fairly well. We have magic and holy damage on the sword. You know what, take that hit. And there we go, Archdemon down. I'll go fight him again. Oh yeah, we also set up a bunch of cool looking artifacts as well last time. But anyways, where is the portal home? Because I got asked to test something, and I know I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. So, apparently someone said they saw someone else do a thing where they grabbed a whole bunch of slimes and were able to increase the max magicules in an area. But they weren't sure if it was like an add-on or something. So I'm going to head on over home. I'm going to name a couple of slimes, like put them underneath the storage shed, because the storage shed is in like a low area of magicules. So I'm going to grab a couple of slimes, I'm going to put them in a little pit under the storage shed, and I'm just going to let them keep reproducing. Like, they duplicate pretty quickly. So in theory, that should maybe increase the magicules where the storage shed is, which would be really nice. Words are hard. Okay, so I have a little pit under the hut now. The area magicules here is 500, or at least that's the max. Let me check current. Okay, yeah, current is also 500, max is 500. The slimes have actually merged a couple of times. I haven't seen them duplicate yet. Also, for some reason, they now have this menu, but you can't actually put anything on them, so I'm not entirely sure why that's there. So, we have a little slime pit. I'm just going to keep grabbing more every once in a while and popping them down there. We'll just have to keep track of that number right there. But, so far, I literally just did it, so I wasn't expecting a change yet anyways. But, is there anything else I want to do real quick before I hop off and record the rest tonight? You can have this back. This is going back into here. There was something else I thought of, but now I can't remember what it was. Oh yes, that's right. I don't think I actually mentioned this part. So, someone brought up, it was Kokiri, I think, brought up that you can just, that you can summon a Greater Daemon and name it to evolve into an Archdaemon. So in theory, I don't actually need the whole Adamantite armor. I just need to make, I looked at the numbers. I just need, I think I need Pure Magisteel, for a Greater Daemon. They have like 80,000 or something like that. It's like 70, 80,000. So I need like Pure Magisteel or a Mithril Bone Golem for them. Something in this range. So that's a whole lot easier than actually getting Adamantite. I did do some Magisteel grinding, but not enough. And also, they brought up this, and I remembered, wait a second, we're about to do Demon Lord evolution, so in theory, we just need a Bone Golem that works for a Lesser Daemon, and we give the Lesser Daemon a permanent body, evolve it by naming it, and then Demon Lord evolution should turn it into an Archdaemon, right? So in theory, I only need a High Magisteel Bone Golem, because I looked at the numbers, and Low Magisteel is a little bit too small by just a hint. So my options are either get a whole bunch of... Why can't I make... Oh yeah, High Magisteel requires less iron. So in theory, I just need a High Magisteel armor set, which I could make... I can make Low Magisteel armor again if I just smelt up this Pure Magisteel. I was keeping this because I was going to need the 4 pieces for a strong enough Bone Golem. But if I only need High Magisteel instead, that just means I need 4 pieces of High Magisteel and enough Magisteel ingots to get armor, full armor set. So I can just run this through instead. Come on. Sleep through the night. And I'm just going to put together another set of armor real quick and just turn these 4 Pure Magisteel into 4 pieces of High Magisteel, I guess. So you can go in there. 1. I mean, that's the first piece is high. Don't get too high, but to do. Can you go away? Let me smelt up this and try to get a set of armor again real quick. Okay, so I had nowhere near enough High Magisteel. I didn't really think I was going to. So Low Magisteel armor it is. And hopefully, I won't immediately get this stuff blown up again. The only problem I foresee... This stuff is I'm gonna reach 20,000 souls before this armor evolves, aren't I? I need to double check this. What is... Come on, phone. High Magisteel armor is... How much again? High Magisteel... Nope, I need to actually go to the wiki instead of just looking that up on Google. That's not going to work. High Magisteel armor... Wow, 1 second. Dang it. Okay, the armor needs to reach 18,000 EP. So it needs 12,000 EP before I gain 3,000 souls. Let's see, I think I saw something about them nerfing EP gain for armor and gear and whatnot. So let's just see. Add a 1-7...
Status menu.
Dang it. That narrator jump scares me all the time. Anyways, 17,148, and all this is at 6,000. 17,148. That gave us exactly 1 soul. 17,1... And that gave that 20 EP. So if every orc gives each piece of armor 20 EP, and I need it to reach 18,000, that's 18... Essentially 1,800, like 900. Oh no. That's gonna be like 900 orcs, and I'm going to reach the souls well before that. I'm gonna reach that in 3,000. Never mind, 900 orcs is definitely less than 3,000 orcs. Never mind. It will be close. It's a little bit closer than I would have liked, but it should still be fine. Especially since I need to grind against orcs anyways, and each of them is fairly reliable. Or I guess that one only gave 15, but it gave 0.7 souls anyways. Isn't math on it like double? There's a decent chance the math on it is double the amount of... I don't know. There's some sort of math there. I didn't
Status
check.
menu.
Oh, dang it, not again.
Use
Okay, so I just did a tiny little test. I know the amount of souls you get is directly attached to how much EP you gain. So I wrote down when I was at 1426801. So I've gained exactly 30 EP since I wrote the number down. So in that time, I've gained exactly 10 souls. So it looks like... Did I gain exactly 10 souls? No, I've gained exactly 5 souls. Never mind. I've gained exactly 5 souls out of 30 EP. So it looks like it's probably 1/6 souls to EP exchange. Yeah, my math there is right. And in the same time that I gained 30 EP, the armor gained 100. Okay. So 3 point... So, souls-wise, you gain 1/6 EP on souls to EP, and armor grows 3 times faster, or 3.333333 so on forth times faster, apparently. That was just a quick test. It would probably be more accurate or whatnot if I tried doing like 100 EP instead. But in theory, that looks like it's the case. This is always going to grow. This is going to grow 3 times this, which is 6 times this. So 18 times whatever souls I need to how much armor, to much EP on here. So yeah, so even if this would reach 18,000 from 0 when I gained 1,000 souls. So we're going to be more than fine math-wise. Cool. I like knowing the numbers on things. I have a very math-oriented mind. But before I hop off for now, let's check this. Okay, this is still unchanged. I also only have 5 slimes right now, though. It doesn't look like they're duplicating. I think that little baby slime... Oh, wait, no, there is another little baby slime. I don't think you were there before. But also, I keep accidentally merging slimes. I've got to pop up a couple of times. I'm gonna keep grabbing slimes eventually and grabbing them in here. So far, no results, but it just started. Anyways, I'll record the rest of this tonight. Okay, I'm back. It's later on tonight. I was doing the whole thing, hopping back and forth between the Daemon Realm and hunting for orcs again, because Daemon Realm is really good for getting the high magisteel armor we needed, as well as finishing up a couple of the training things. So now I have Pierce and Physical Attack Reduction. I mastered Thunder Orb. I mastered Earth Domination. And I think that's about it. A couple more training points on a couple other things. But anyways, an Orc Lord spawned. And I was like, okay, I'll start training it up to Orc Disaster because they can't hurt me anymore. And if they're an Orc Disaster, it's a guaranteed shot to give me... Yes. If they're an Orc Disaster, it's a guaranteed shot to give a Royal Blood versus 50%. And I am literally immune to them. Anything they can do unless they get something special on their sword. Which, honestly, I kind of want to keep at least one of them around and let them evolve a little bit longer. And see if either of them gets Holy Weapon again, because... I tried building a dagger to evolve it and get it to a holy weapon or something like that so I could give it to a zombie. But it ended up breaking, so because I was getting corrosion all the time. So I'm going to have to try that one again at a later point. Royal Blood? No Royal Blood. But anyways, this is 2 more guaranteed. That brings us up to 6. And I can head home and do, like, the whole Golem thing whenever I want. So, You know what, you two will just be here when I get back. So let's go warp, and let's head home to the Hippocte Garden. So let's actually get our own permanent Daemon, shall we? So for this, we need the High Magisteel. We're going to need a High Magisteel ingot. I did do a little bit more grinding as well with Earth Domination. Or a little bit more mining, not grinding. Earth Domination is actually really, really good when you want to strip mine for magic ore. And I did grab a few more slimes, but it hasn't changed anything yet. So, what do we need for this golem? I believe it's just in... No, hold on. Bone golem. I thought I saw that they had to be made in the smithing table, but maybe that's something planned or something that's... I don't know. Something that was originally in and then they changed it. I could have sworn I saw something about must be made in smithing table on the wiki page for it. But anyways, High Magisteel, we need those 4 High Magisteel ingots, we need the full armor, and we need a Daemon core, which is just 8 pieces of demon essence and a magic ore thing, which I'd also grinding against Archdaemon's very powerful for this. So goes like that for the Daemon core, and this gets us High Magisteel Bone Golem. Build a body. There we go. So, there's a couple things we can do with this. I can either shift-click this on the ground, in which case I don't know if I can pick it back up. If I wanted to actually use possession and gain this as a physical body, I would put this down on the ground and then I'd use possession on it. But if I'm trying to give our Daemon a help... if I'm trying to give our Daemon friend a physical body, blah, I just have to shift-click on them, supposedly. So let's grab a new one, because why not? Summon Lesser Daemon. Start up the ritual. I probably should have double-checked the numbers to make sure I had the right one before I did this, but you know what, it's fine. So, Lesser Daemon only has a 10-minute timer. Lesser Daemon does not meet the EP requirements of High Magisteel Bone Golem. Hold on a second. Like, do they actually need great? What is the thing on you? 1 second, let me double check this. Oh! Oh, I have completely misunderstood how this works. I thought that the Daemon actually had to be a certain strength to use certain things. So, this thing requires 20k EP. What I thought that meant, I thought it was worded weirdly, and that it needed to have less than 20, or it couldn't have more than 20k EP, which is what I thought. I thought that weak enough mobs would need stronger, I thought that weaker mobs would need a weaker body, but no, apparently the actual case here is that you get more powerful bodies as you go, and it's a bigger boost to the subordinate for it. Like, if I use this High Magisteel Bone Golem here, our friend will gain body stats of 200 HP, 10 armor, 7 attack base power, 0.4 knockback resistance, and 110% base speed. I believe it's bonuses, or I don't know if that's just like their pure strength. Well, what I should have done is apparently tried to get as big of a boost on this thing as I could, because I don't know. I thought bigger thing means you need a stronger Daemon, and they get more and more expensive. But apparently, if I just give you this High Magisteel Bone Golem, you should get 200 HP, so you'll have like 5 times there. I can't see your other stats. But, oh yeah, 20k EP. Oh well, I can't afford another lower level one, but I guess you're just going to disappear in 10 minutes. I believe our greater demons should have more than enough EP for this. So I guess we're going to get to test this a little bit later on. Might as well sleep through the night real quick. And I guess while I'm waiting the few minutes until I can summon a greater demon to test the same thing, I should just head back to the Daemon portal and to do... Words are hard. Head back to the Daemon portal, make sure the Orc Disasters train up a little bit more, see if either of them gets a special enchantment engraving thing on their sword. Okay, trying to train up both of these Orc Disasters in the Desert of Death isn't really working well, so I want to try something. I've made a little platform in the Daemon realm has so far a 50% success rate on forcing me to spawn on the actual mainland instead of on top. I'm going to try and force the Orc Disaster through. I saw one of its spawns go through. Okay, it went through. So where did it spawn in? Orc Disaster, I'm here. It spawned up there. Cool. Which means that the Orc Disaster is now going to start munching on demons. Which, this might work fairly well. So far, this one's at like 390, the other one's at like 425. I have, neither of which has... Really? Like, immediately, an Archdemon spawns, and our, Orc Disaster friend has, like, a strong target to fight. Orc Disaster should still win. The Archdemons are strong, but, like, if he lands a Starved or two... Oh, hold on. I can't afford to let that thing get the win. Where is it? Ah. Okay, it still dropped the royal blood at least. I just didn't get the soul reward. Okay. So, Archdemons are even more powerful than I thought they were going to be. I was expecting the Orc Disaster to keep spamming its Starved attack and just eat it fairly quickly. I was also expecting Set Attack to do more damage, but apparently Archdemons, their new magic and their ability to fly makes them, like, really well matched up, even against a fairly powerful foe like the Orc Disaster. Anyways, I'm gonna get this one up to 500,000 and hope that at that point it gets a special thing on its sword. And if it doesn't get holy damage, or it doesn't get spatial damage, or spiritual damage, or something, I'm just gonna kill this one off too for the royal blood. But at this point, we can probably go summon a greater Daemon, no problem, and do the whole body thing. Okay, our Orc Disaster friend is up to 500,000, and it has not received any of the special damage types, which means that it is not going to help us with training our last remaining resistances, and therefore, its blood gets harvested. No way! It happened again? That armor had over 400,000 EP. I was making sure to keep track of it. I looked away for like 30 seconds, and that was enough. I can't... That corrosion no longer does damage to me. Like, in corrosion, the effect no longer does damage to our health. So I guess I just assumed it could no longer hurt our armor either, but I guess not. Like, it was at 400,000. I watched it. We had the corrosion effect, and it wasn't ticking down more than like a couple hundred every like 30 seconds. And then all of a sudden, when you stop paying attention, it ramps up to like 400,000 in like 2 minutes. That's the sort of effect that just completely sneaks up on you when you're not prepared. Anyways, one scan of the desert real quick. Not seeing any royal orcs. I just need 4 more, right? Yeah, we're at 6, we need 10 for reincarnating into an orc and then getting starved that way. Do I want to do that before? I should probably do that before we do Demon Lord Evolution if I can, because you lose 75% of your EP when you reincarnate, or when you use the reincarnation magic. So... 75% of whatever I think will be... it'll be like 4.5 million. 75% of 4.5 million is a whole lot more than 75% of 1.5. So, yeah, that's probably worth it. I'm going to finish grinding the rest of the royal blood before we do Demon Lord Evolution. We're very close to being forced to do it, but if I'm careful and if I get it off of royal orcs, I think we have a shot. If I have to get it off of the Orc Disaster 4 times, then there's no way, unless I take a couple purposeful deaths. So, yeah, no royal orcs here. Let's head on home. I should also mark this place. Like, I should use up one of my spatial storage, or spatial gate, spatial, no, what is it called again? Spatial motion. I'll try going through all the spatial words in my head, or spatial skills, trying to remember which is which. So, let's mark the Daemon Realm portal, just because that's an important one to come back to. So here's this, and save location. Mark, save location. It helps if you spell it right. Daemon portal. And, okay, I guess our max is 6 now. Good to know. And head back to Hippocte Garden. And from there, head into the real world. Like, was out of place. So, let's do this, shall we? Where is Greater Daemon? Here it is. So, summon a Greater Daemon. There you are. I'm just going to have you sit and stay. We're actually fairly close to mastering this. It's like halfway. So, if I name you, this target cannot be named. Huh? But, nameable... I guess you can't do this with summoned daemons? What I could do is head to the Daemon Realm, like, force tame and name a daemon in there. And then a Greater Daemon I force tame in the Daemon Realm should evolve, because it should be nameable. Unless... Let's try it. Our Greater Daemon has 200 health. It has been given a permanent body. And now I can name it. Okay. How does this work again? I'm definitely doing either Evolve or Endow. Endow cost how much again? Let me go pull this up. I believe with Evolve it's a 10% chance to take a bunch of EP. Endow I think is a guaranteed chance, but I don't know how much. Okay, so Endow cost 9 times our subordinates EP. So yeah, it would cost over 200,000 EP with a 30% chance to be permanent EP versus temporary. Meanwhile, it's only going to cost 200. Am I doing the math wrong? Hold on, I just looked at this. Is it? Oh, it's 1.5 times. So it's only going to cost like 43,000 magicules. And it's only a 10% chance to be purposeful with this, and I don't really have a reason to go Endow. It just gives them more EP when it's a mob. So we're going to evolve our targets, and you... I'm not gonna go with Diablo, that's too basic. I already have Dante, I think. Yeah, Dante is our Basilisk. Let's call you Virgil. I've never actually played Devil May Cry, but we already have a Dante, and let's get a Virgil as well. Ooh, you're a white Daemon. 212 health, you got a little bit stronger, a little bit more spiritual HP. You have almost 0 AP, but your MP is fairly strong. You got like the full beard look going on, like a big purple fluffy... Hold on, I want you to follow me so I can actually get a better look at you. Or let's set you to wander. I mean, I don't dislike the outfits. Like, I wish that some of them were a little more stylish. Hold on. Let's just... I want to see if this works. I'm assuming I can give you armor. You're a humanoid monster. Which means if I give you armor, it should also appear on you, right? Yeah. It looks pretty bad when it's just like plain Jane stuff like that, but it does work. So in theory, if I get the dark suit schematic, I could give you a full black suit, and you would be my butler. Yeah, this is worth it. It's worth it. We're gonna go name a goblin, we're gonna go name an orc, and we're going to go name a goblin, orc, lizard folk, slime, direwolf. Yes, we do need a direwolf too. So, orc over here. I guess you're gonna be our friendly neighborhood orc. I'm so sorry for what I've done to all of your, to the rest of your race. You're just gonna be subdued. Fine. Geld. Feels pretty basic, but you know what? You're not a winged creature. I don't care about having you as a tame. I just need to tame one of you for this reason. It's still a little bit too rude to just have you sit over here all by yourself. You're gonna stay here. I'm gonna go find a direwolf. We already have slimes. We already have an orc. Goblin villages. I think there's one only a little ways north, if I remember correctly, or fairly close by. Orc, lizard folk, and a direwolf. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, so I got the achievement. I forgot there's actually something for here for summoning all the direwolves too. So we now have Gonzo, the hobgoblin here. You can just set to stay here. And while I was trying to get Gonzo home, a couple of other goblins accidentally came home with us, so might as well tame them too. You're another one. Sure, you get to be Gobza, I guess. You also get to stay here. And you're gonna be a Goblina. You get to be Gobi. I don't know entirely why I've decided to name you Gobi, but there you go. So those three are now here. Slimes are doing their thing. We also have Saber here. I saw Dragon Peacock, realized it was a winged creature, so now we have Spyro. And I saw a one-eyed owl, realized it was technically a winged creature, and now we have Owlgiri. And Geld, of course. I have Gabiru here. It's the right color. It has a trident. Sure, it's Gabiru. So, now with all of that, how do we actually make the cool-looking armor? I believe it's B, which is a good thing we've been saving this all up. Where is it? And if I can make enough sets of this stuff, everyone is getting it. It's the dark boots, dark leggings, and dark jacket like so. Anti-magic mask is 3 pieces of pure magic steel. That's pretty expensive. How many sets of this am I making? It's not great armor-wise, but it does look really cool. So, there's that. Our friend Virgil here is going to get a full set. Aww. That's a little bit sad. I kind of wish there was, like, a toggle in here for, like, subordinate daemons for you to just go turn off sweater or something. So it doesn't quite work as well as I was hoping it was going to. Maybe when you're following instead of when you're just staying? It's slightly better. I mean, you'll get to keep it, but, like, I guess I'll keep it on you, but... Nah. Nope, you get to stay here. I'm just gonna take this off of you. How good's your current armor? Oh yeah, I forgot our leggings broke. So, let's just see. Oh yeah, it also has like weird glitching things with our own clothes, but it looks a little bit better here. I'll go with it for now. We're about to do Demon Lord Evolution. So I keep forgetting. Your armor is fairly good. 9, 9, 4. This is actually slightly better, though. And I guess you just don't get a helmet. I'll give you an anti-magic mask or something eventually. How do I make the Purot masks? Let's see, the masks, they're all also high magisteel. Also don't really do much good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make anti-magic masks for everyone. But I might as well wear these leggings for now. Should I? Yeah, why not? And then these I'll just put on Geld, I guess. Stop, I keep opening the wrong menu. Wow, that looks really bad on a orc. Okay. So, we now have all of these subordinates. I really wish that worked a little bit better on Virgil here, but oh well. We do have an Archdemon subordinate. Our slime pit is going. Get max. Yeah, it doesn't help that they keep merging instead of duplicating, so I have no idea if I just don't have enough slimes, or if this is just like an add-on thing and it doesn't actually work in the base mod itself. But with that, I guess I'm going to head back and continue on with Royal Orc Blood. We got a couple of the major things I wanted done today. So, sure, I'm going to head back to the Daemon Realm and try to get more Royal Blood. Hey, look, we finally found one. This is our first time seeing Mark Lawrence in this version, or in this series. He was one of the last 2 or 3 otherworlders we haven't found. I don't remember. I looked at the list and realized there weren't quite as many as I remember there being. So, I don't know. I just well used Demon Dominate on you. I used it on a wild Mai that just spawned. So, cool. We technically have 2 otherworlders backing us up right now. Anyways, I found one more Royal Orc. It didn't drop the blood, though. So, I'm still hunting. I kind of want to go do another otherworlder summoning. So, I'm gonna spend a couple more minutes hunting here. And I think I'm gonna take a break just to do something a little bit more fun with more actual concrete, yay, we actually made progress, than just all the random chance going on here. Okay, I just decided to fly back, sleep through the night, and before I did the Otherworld ritual, I decided to do one more little hunt, and I found a Royal Orc. And I want to try something. There's supposedly a way to breed Royal Orcs with other orcs and get more? So, I'm going to try it. You get to be Gem. And I hit Evolve, so I guess you get to be evolved as well. Cool. So we have Gem here. I thought orcs were supposed to have genders too, but I don't see any signs of it. Now, apparently, orcs are supposed to breed like vanilla villagers, if I remember what I saw correctly. So, in theory, I just have to bring Gem back over to the village, set it up in like a hut with Geld. Oh, come on, game. Gem, we got hit, so Gem decided to stay back and fight them. Ugh. Yeah, I should have known that was going to happen. Of course we took a hit, so Gem went hostile. And as soon as we left it, they would have stopped as soon as we left the area, they would have stopped attacking us and attacked Gem as well. That's 100% on me. I just totally did not think through what was going to happen. I just wanted Gem to teleport and follow me away. Oh well, next time we get a Royal Orc somewhere around here, I'm going to test it. But we did get another one. We did get another Royal Blood out of that at least, so hopefully we'll see. It won't take too much longer. Whatever, words are hard. I'm going to regenerate Magicules, and then we're going to do Summon Otherworlder one more time. Wow, being my subordinate is really not a good thing. So I decided to summon a lesser Daemon just to get a couple extra training points on it. And I did it right on top of Gobza. So, yeah. Yeah, being my subordinate might be the least safe thing in existence. Because, like, it only goes poorly for any subordinates I have. Oh, okay. So you're just going to move out of the way. You're going to stay there. I'm up to 75%. That's at least enough to start, I guess. So, summoning. So many other things on here now. Summon Otherworlder instead of Basilisk. And let's just start the ritual, shall we? Now we evolved, we have a much higher max Magicules. This takes 6% every time. It costs 3 million. This is going to reach an amount before I run out. And in a moment, I'm just going to start spamming potions. I'm not going to make you sit through this whole thing again. I should have more than enough resources to do this once more, maybe even twice, with how many more Magicules we have at max. Okay, I'm halfway done the ritual. I just learned something cool about full potions. Apparently they double as throwing potions, so I can just hold shift and spam right click like that. The only problem is doing it that way instead of doing the whole drinking animation doesn't give you the bottle back. So, do I care about bottles? No, I live in a desert, have infinite sand and infinite magic gems. So I have infinite bottles. So you know what? This just speeds it up a bit. So I might as well do it. That's gonna put us to 2 million. I can do it 4 more times. I'll put us to 22. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish off all the potions in this row, but after that, we should be good. I shouldn't have to take any more. Okay, and with this, I think I drank 1 extra potion there. Are you... Fine, we have another Mai. This feels weird. I don't know. It feels like Mai, for whatever reason, is spawning way more frequently than any other otherworlder. Like, this is the second time we do this, and we got Mai both times. Mai is the only otherworlder I've seen more than twice, and I think I've seen her, well, besides Shizu, of course. We've seen like 4 Shizus, and we've seen 4 Mais. Other than that, it's like once or twice on everyone else. I don't know, that feels a little bit weird, but I guess I don't know. I've only tried this specific spell twice, so it's not like I can for sure say, yeah, it's broken. But of course, we also did get Baby Mai again, too, but apparently that's a 60% chance or something like that. Or is it 30? I think it becomes 30 at Master, but when it's unmastered, it's like 60% chance to have a baby, so that is whatever. Anyways, looking at the time and what I recorded earlier, I guess that's a pretty good place to end things off. Mine's looking a bit snazzier. Virgil here exists, everyone else as well. Oh, yes. I literally just saw I got a comment talking about, oh yeah, this creature has wings too. Hold on. I don't have the resources to make another, Yeah, someone just left a comment saying, by the way, salamanders have wings too. And you are correct. That would make salamanders a winged creature. And thus, I am compelled to go get a tame. But I could summon them via spell, but can't make them permanent, and it's not something I can guarantee go get right now. I'll go give it a shot. Let's go see if we can't get a salamander to spawn real quick, and today will just be a day completely composed of like a million subordinates. Oh, you're not what I was looking for. I came over to this portal because I just remembered the coordinates to it, and I was going to head over to the spirit portal over here, and I ran into this friend. Why was I going to this spirit portal anyways? Like, there's much closer ones. Oh well. Anyways, 50% chance from you to get another royal blood, which will bring us to 8. 626. You're worth like 40, which is a little bit scary, but not too bad. Okay, we got the 50% chance at least, meaning we just need 2 more royal blood. Shouldn't be too hard. Best case scenario, that's 2 royal orcs. Worst case scenario, I force spawn 2 orc disasters, and it'll be close to forcing us for Demon Lord evolution, but won't be quite enough just on its own. I do want to try the whole breeding royal orcs next time I find one of those, so hold off on that. Anyways, I'm not entirely sure why I'm heading over to this ancient forest. There were much closer ones, but you know what? What am I saying? Just warp over to the Dwarf Village Crest. There's a ancient forest like a little ways away that I've seen stuff spawn in, and it should be really easy to get them home. It was literally the first Tensura mob that, literally the first and only Tensura mob to spawn in this ancient forest. Okay then, thank you. So your name, you're gonna be subdued. I assume you can't like evolve them into Ifrit. That wouldn't make much sense. You will be, we have a Spyro, now we have a Cinder. Okay, there we go. I thought it didn't work for a moment. Wow, that worked out fairly well. Also, fairies have wings. I haven't tamed a couple of the winged creatures from ice and fire either. I'm missing a couple. Can I name you like this, or do I have to do... Oh, there we go. Pixie, you will be tank. I'm pretty basic sometimes. That is a massive spider on my wall. I saw a corner of the movement of my eye. Here comes your man. And there's like a spider on my wall that's the size of a $50, and I don't think I'm exaggerating. That spooked me a little bit, and I'm not scared of spiders. Oh, we have a dragon peacock. We have a little pixie. I looked at the list. I'm missing a feathered serpent. I'm missing an amphitheater. And I believe that might be it, not counting bats and bees that I don't think I can tame. Or I guess I could, like, trap them, but it's not really the same. But as far as I can tell, it's just a feathered serpent. It's... coming closer. Feathered serpents and amphitheater, as far as I can tell, are the last two remaining. Or, besides a permanent sylphide... which of the other greater spirits have them? Like, I think the only medium grade that has wings we don't have is the feathered serpent. Let me go double check the list of greater and medium grade spirits real quick. So, I made it like 30 blocks or so on the way home before we got jumped by like 2 full direwolf packs, a giant ant, a couple other things. Yeah, Tink didn't make it. Cinder barely made it. Anyways, I did find another deep blue pixie, so this gets to be due. Anyways, I looked at the full list of all the mobs, tried to look at everything, and as far as I can tell, the only greater spirit that has wings is Sylphide. The others can fly, besides the War Gnome, but they don't actually fly via wings, so it's not really the same. I'll probably try and get like a permanence of them at some point, but like, they're not winged creatures. It doesn't count. So it's just a feathered serpent. It's just an amphitheater. Said the name and then it felt weird, but I think that's correct. And no, it's just amphitheater, I think, not amphitheater. So, Sylphide, amphitheater, and a... what's it called again? Words keep failing me. Feathered Serpent, Amphitheater, Sylphide. There we go. Got it. That's the list of flying mobs that or the winged mobs we don't have still. Oh, hi, look, another pixie. Oh yeah, here's the Goblin Village. I knew it was by the house. I didn't have to go hunting as far as I did. Anyways, I'm gonna get Dew and Cinder home, hopefully safely, but that isn't historically gone well. Okay, they're both here safe. I forgot a literally pretty big entry off of that list of winged creatures. You know, the biggest mob besides Charybdis, who in fact also has wings and might actually be tameable with ooh, Charybdis only has like 400,000 EP, right? Demon Marionette can tame something with up to 800,000 EP as long as it doesn't have whatever the resistance is that protects. Yeah, as long as they don't have spiritual attack resistance or nullification, then you can tame something with up to 800,000 EP. Huh. So that's a maybe. I don't remember if it specifically said Charybdis can't be summoned or not. I know it can tame things like the Orc Disaster. In theory, it has magic jamming, but magic jamming only stops flight-based skills, right? It doesn't stop you from using like other abilities. Okay, I think Charybdis is on the list of things we can tame, but that's not the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of a dragon. The only problem is the only egg I have right now is lightning dragon, and we live in a biome without lightning, so I don't really know when to spawn it. So I might have to go like dominate a dragon into being our team instead, or go find the tier 5 fire and or ice dragon instead. But anyways, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank everyone one more time for watching, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, O'Mello, It Me, Sammy Lawrence, and Logan Anderson. Thank you all so much for the extra support. For real now, take care, everybody.